Hi everyone, it's Froniga and welcome back to Aussies Do Homeschool season. Today I'm going to be answering the big question, what is homeschool or home education? So stick around. Last week I introduced my channel and I went over some of the things I'll be talking about over the coming months. If you want an overview, then that's a great place to start and I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. Today, however, I'm going to be answering the big question, what is homeschooling or home education? And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to be revealing my big secret on how to stay sane homeschooling. No, it's not always roses and fun and happiness. Sometimes you really need to hold on to your sanity. So stick around to the end and I'll be revealing that big secret as well. So what is homeschool, you ask? Great question. You're probably thinking that isn't homeschool just schooling at home? And you're kind of right, but anyone who started Googling this subject has soon realised that homeschool means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. If you look in the Oxford Dictionary, it defines homeschooling as the education of children at home by their parents. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? But if you delve a little bit deeper, you'll realise there are many different styles of homeschool and everybody has their own style. This is great in my opinion because it allows every family to choose a style that's right for them and their family circumstances and their children's needs. There are recognised styles though, and if you want a place to start researching, they may help you work out what your personal style is. I'm going to start with the Eclectic homeschooler. Now the Eclectic homeschooler takes a little bit out of a lot of different styles to suit their own child's needs and their family circumstance. They often change and swap throughout the year to suit what they might be doing or where their child's interests lie. We then have another one called the school at home method, which is really, as the name explains, school at home. There's a lot of textbooks and a lot of worksheets and it really mimics that sort of distant education. You've got a very set schedule and they do exactly what they need to do on any given day. The next one you may have heard of already is called the Charlotte Mason style. This is a very broad style of teaching and it goes by the philosophy of educating the whole child. The next one is unschooling. Now this doesn't follow any textbooks, no worksheets. It really is taking life and experiences as the schoolroom. So a simple trip to the supermarket could end up using math or English or science, even nutritional information. It's a great way to learn and it's very popular. Now this is not a complete list of styles, but the last one I wanted to mention was the unit study style. This takes a topic or a theme and uses it to cover all the different subjects. So if your child was into space or at the time you wanted to teach them about space, you could have that as your theme. And then with that, you would put all of your subjects into that one theme. And a lot of the time with the unit study, you'll hear a lot about STEM or STEAM, which is basically science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And it's really incorporating all of those things into one particular subject or theme. It is gaining a lot of popularity at the moment. I'm even seeing it popping up in schools. So these are just a few that I've covered today, but I do encourage you to have a look and start researching some of these styles because you'll really get an idea of what resonates with you and your family. Now, I know there's already people out there who are homeschooling and have their own style, and I would love if you could put what style you're using in the comments below. I'm going to try and get a bit of a cross-section of homeschooling families and the styles that they may use, and also to see if there's any out there that I actually haven't heard of would be awesome. So if you can pop down in the comments your particular style of homeschooling, that would be awesome. Now you're probably wondering what kind of homeschooler I am. Well, I would describe myself as eclectic. I definitely steal a little bit from different styles. With the English subject, we use a couple of different things. One of those being the Write Shop, which is a program for reluctant writers, and it basically goes through different genres of writing and gets the children really involved in the writing process, so I really like that one. Now, I will go into that one with a lot more detail in the coming episode on curriculum. Now, we also do letter writing every week, so my kids will write letters to family members who don't live close to us. And we also do diaries. Now, with math, my children use a few different things. We do a little bit online with a program called Prodigy, and I will also review that in the coming episodes. We do one worksheet a week, which is from MathMate, which I've noticed they use in a lot of the state schools as well. We just started using Life of Fred. Now, I originally got it for my daughter, but my son seems to like it as well. And I will again go into more detail in that in the coming weeks. Now, with science, we do look at a lot of our information online. We do a lot of research online. We watch videos online. Then we also have box sets that we use with chemistry, and I think there's an engineering one. There's a few different ones, and I will review them as well in the future. And we do incorporate a lot of STEAM in our science. I like my children to get a very hands-on experience with their education, and not just to be reading black words on a white page. They're quite artistic in the way that they learn, so it's great for them to have a full body education rather than just reading words from a book. Now, I do outsource some of my subjects, and Spanish is one of those. So we do go to another place to learn Spanish, and that is called the Language Academy, and it is on the Gold Coast. And there are a lot of extracurricular activities my kids do, a lot of sport, a lot of like musical instruments and drama and that sort of thing. And in my episodes that I'm going to be calling the Spotlight episodes in the future, I'm going to delve into each one of those in more detail so that you can really get to know what opportunities are out there for your kids, and to feel like it's not all on you. You can outsource a lot of the school day with the things that they may already be doing. So I never want you to feel too overwhelmed. I know that's easier said than done, because I definitely felt overwhelmed when I first started. But when I started realizing how much they already do and how I could incorporate that into school, it's not all on me anymore, and that makes me feel a lot better. Now, like I said, in the coming episodes, I'm going to get very deep into curriculum, because I know it's a very important subject, and a lot of mums out there, that's the first thing they'll ask me is, ooh, how do we work out the curriculum? What are we supposed to teach our kids? Do we have to buy one? Do we have to make one up? So I will definitely devote a whole episode on curriculum, and that's coming up in 2 weeks. Okay, so I promised you a big homeschooling secret reveal. Now, in my opinion, this is the big secret to homeschooling, and I'm really hoping it's going to help you get a little bit more relaxed in your decision to homeschool. If you decide on a style of homeschooling and it's not working for you, you get a couple of months into it and you feel like you're failing, you can change. I know, it's amazing. If you choose a style, the same goes with curriculum, and the same goes with your decision to homeschool. You are not bound by that decision. This journey is about educating your children the way they need you to educate them. As you expect your kids to love education, so too should you love educating them. It is more important for your children to love the process of learning. Nothing's ever set in stone. If something isn't working, change it. Change it. You can always go back if you need to. Let go of what you think school should look like and create an atmosphere of enthusiasm to learn. So I hope you have a better understanding of how many different styles of homeschooling there are out there, and a really good place to start researching what you want your style to be. Now, next week, I'm going to answer the question of how to start homeschooling. Now, this is one of the biggest questions I get from families wanting to start. How do I begin? What do I do? What do I have to fill out? What are the regulations? What are the laws? From legislation to your rights and responsibilities, we are going to delve deep into how to start homeschooling. Now remember, if you like this video and you want to see more on my channel, I will bring you a new video every week answering all of your homeschool questions. So please press the like and subscribe button down below and I will see you next week. See you guys. There's planes, there's dogs barking. It's all happening in the audio department.